The Tampon King gets back in the ring. Speaking of former VP Tim Walz, he joined Beto O'Rourke at a Texas town hall last night, and the estrogen levels were enough to give Chuck Norris menstrual cramps.
But I think that. But I can't get past the core fact about Walz, which is he presided over, allowed in the biggest city in the state to get burned down.
And seemed to not only allow it, but kind of
he liked it.
Support it, you know?
Yeah, did you see the video of his wife saying, I kept the windows open so I could smell the burning rubber from the riots?
Did not see that.
The wife whose hand he shook.
Oh my God. By the way, I mean, I know it's
let's be...
picking on a little thing, but who the hell shakes their wife?
Greg Gutfeld and Tucker Carlson team up for what feels less like a conversation and more like a political demolition. Their target, Governor Tim Walz. With razor-sharp sarcasm and brutal humor, they tear into his narrative, exposing every flaw with precision and firepower. Walz came prepared with talking points, but Gutfeld dismantled them, and Carlson smashed through with a rhetorical wrecking ball. This wasn't a debate. It was a takedown in real time, leaving no piece of Walz's stance untouched.
Politico lingers on candidates' fingers and defend Walz's wide eyes as they claim beards are for bad guys. Tyler, speaking of beards, and I mean the one on your face, not the one that you hang out with.
Let me just say that Walz and every other governor who did anything like that is a monster, and I think on some level he will be punished for it. But no, I admire what you did enough that I hope I'd be man enough to do it myself. I took minor risks during COVID by pointing out things that seemed true to me, but I didn't do anything that heroic. I think it's absolutely essential. Clearly, we're moving toward an authoritarian state. I think we've already arrived. I think your life is a testament to that.
When a politician serves himself up for public embarrassment, Greg Gutfeld and Tucker Carlson don't need an invitation. Governor Tim Walz, known for posing as a responsible adult while governing like a kid who stumbled into the liquor cabinet, was the perfect target. For Gutfeld and Carlson, this wasn't just another segment. It was an open opportunity they seized with brutal precision.
Wait, you lost because you weren't woken up? That's like telling Joy Behar she's not eating enough Doritos. That's like Jasmine Crockett saying, I gotta black this up. That's like Bud Light saying, hey, you know what? We could use more Dylan Mulvaney.
It's as if Walz handed him a piñata with his name on it, blindfolded himself, spun around twice, and begged him to take a swing. Greg Gutfeld jumps in with the swagger of a man cracking open a six-pack of sarcasm he's been saving all week. He doesn't even have to try. Walz makes it easy. Not as a governor, but as the proud president of the Bureau of Bland Excuses.
So I'm the law-abiding grandma that was sentenced to 90 days in jail for opening my business during the shutdowns as a peaceful protest when Minnesota Governor Tim Walz unconstitutionally and illegally shut our businesses down. So my question is, if you were in my situation, would you have done the same thing, or what would you have done?
Well, I flatter myself by imagining I would have done the same thing, because I think what you did is honorable and necessary.
Every policy disaster, every misguided choice, every headline that feels like a joke, Gutfeld delivers it all with razor-sharp humor. The man seems allergic to accountability, and he milks that to the fullest, like a lactose-intolerant cow on an oat milk farm. The roast kicks off with a jab at Walz's grand vision of leadership, locking down an entire state like Alcatraz, while letting crime run wild through downtown Minneapolis.
Dude, you're an old white guy. And you're right, you are a huge disappointment. I guess hating himself is the first thing he's nailed correctly. Because Walz saying old white men suck isn't a political stance, it's his confession. Walz calling people old and white is like Maxine Waters making fun of someone for shopping at Wigs R Us.
Dude, Walt's self-hatred is almost impressive. It's not just a political stance. When he says old white men suck, it's more like a personal confession. Him calling people old. And white is almost like Maxine Waters making fun of people shopping at Wigs R Us. Usfeld brilliantly highlights the absurdity of a governor who treats criminals like misunderstood artists, but law-abiding citizens like unsupervised toddlers. It's not leadership, it's performance art. And the reviews are all 1 star. Then Gutfeld tears into Walz's pandemic response. Walz's double standards were like a DJ at a rave constantly changing the rules on a whim. He shut down small businesses with mob-like precision while keeping big box stores open. As if viruses couldn't enter Walmart, Gutfeld doesn't just point out the hypocrisy. He turns it into a highlight reel that punches harder than a late-night monologue after 3 espressos. Next, Gutfeld unloads on Walz's record on education. Minnesota classrooms have become more about feelings than facts, with substitute teachers snapping under Walz's policies. Reading and math scores plummeted faster than his approval ratings, and the only thing multiplying bureaucracy.
Wait, so Trump is making it more difficult for women to vote? How so? Math problems? But it's further proof that the most dangerous thing for a leftist is a follow-up question, which is why you never hear any. But I guess questioning elections is okay now. But the best moment came when Walz forgot who he is.